Hey everybody, this is Mark from Dice Monkey, and I'm joined by Andrew Meredith, my brother.
Hello.
And today we're going to be unboxing a game called Mercs Conflict. Now, Mercs Conflict isn't actually in stores yet. It was sold at Gen Con, correct? And it should be in stores hopefully by Christmas. And the reason why I'm having my brother join me is because right there at the bottom of the box, you can see the game designer's name. So Andrew designed the game. This is his first game, his first full game that he's designed. But you've done lots of expansions.
Yeah, for Tannhauser, Rune Wars, and Death Angel.
Okay. So, and how many different game expansions do you have? 12. Okay. And then we've also together designed a Fiasco playset, the With Great Power superhero playset. So we're going to go ahead and pop this open and take a look.
And smell it.
Yes.
Because new game smell is better than a new car.
This game is designed, it's designed by you, but it was created by MegaCon Games, who have the war game called Mercs, and it's a small tactical game that deals with...
Basically playing SWAT teams.
Yeah, who are all in this dystopian future where MegaCons, big huge companies, rule the world. So right here we're going to take a look at the box. You can see all the different sides show the different factions along the outside edge there. It'll look really nice on the shelf with all the... and then you can choose which side you want to show your favorite faction, which is pretty cool. The box is a really solid, thick cardboard. It's glossy, as you can see from the light reflecting off of it. So it's a really nice, solid...
It was printed by Panda, who does all of Z-Man's games, too.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And then Panda does a lot of Kickstarters.
A lot of Kickstarters, too.
So right off the bat, the first thing you see is the rule book. The rule book covers the components. It tells what different types of dice are in here. This is a dice building game. So you're taking dice that you start off with, and then you're purchasing more dice and doing various other things. What's the main goal of Conflict?
So Conflict, you're playing the CEO of a company, and you're using the assets given to you by your board of directors in politics, espionage, economic, and military to destroy the other corporations by rolling dice.
Okay. And what are the different ways you can destroy your enemies?
You can either whittle them down until there's nothing left, or if they leave themselves undefended, you can push them out of their own company and basically take over the helm, or you can just be the biggest company there is by the end of the game and win by a landslide.
Okay. So the rule book is full color. It's nicely put together, and it goes through and covers basically all the different things you should be looking for on your MegaCon sheet, and has all the basic rules. It's actually, let's see, it's 8 pages total, but the last page is Andrew's thank yous and the credits, and then an ad for the Mercs game. So it's actually only 7 pages of rules. So it's actually
and probably really only 6 if you take off.
The rules themselves actually start there, so even less than that. So that's the rule book. Nice and small. And then we've got these 4 different factions cards here.
And they each have their own specialties.
And one thing I liked about it is that it actually shows the different corporations' logos on the back. And where usually you're not going to even see these on the back, it looks really nice, which I always appreciate when they add in small details. Each of the factions has where you put all your starting dice and things like that, and then each has a picture of their capital. Okay. The different factions available are EU Incorporated. They're
money grubbers.
And where are they located at?
They are all of Northern Europe and Scandinavia.
Okay. There's the CCC there.
And they are Eastern Seaboard of America, and they use nanite tech.
Okay. The USCR.
That's Russia. And their logo is we were, we are, we will always be. And they run their corporation like they ran Mother Russia.
Okay. And then the FCC.
And this is FCC House 9, which the House 9 is located in Middle East.
Okay. And that's different than the FCC in
The
the United States.
Correct. This FCC stands for Free Corporate Control, and it's basically everywhere that is not a corporation is part of FCC, and is trying to bring down the corporations.
Okay. The cardboard on these is nice and thick. Like you can see, they don't bend all that much. They're pretty thick and durable. I'd say that they're thicker than, probably a little bit thicker than a standard dungeon tile for D&D. Probably a little bit. So you can see here are all the components to punch out. One of them has already fallen out on its own. Right down here.
Lock
token. And then all the different things that all of your dice can do are all located on these little boards right here that have the color of the die and then what they're able to do. Now, why these little tiny...
This way you can pass it around, so if someone has a lot of espionage die and nobody else does, they can keep the espionage token with them so that they can reference them. So you're not passing an entire sheet around every time someone wants to read something.
So those are all about the same... Those are all the same thicknesses.
Probably about a Carcassonne tile.
Yeah, about a Carcassonne tile. Yeah, that's about right. So that's everything there. And it's double-sided, so when you're passing it to the other person, you don't have to make sure you're showing on the right side. And then we've got the dice. And the dice, there is, all of them are...
They're molded, they're not laser printed.
Yeah, so
they're deeper.
They give you a nice deep groove in all of them there. And there is just enough components for 2 players.
2 players. Yep.
But if you combine 2 boxes together, you can actually play 4 players.
They did during the Kickstarter, but they might be selling online additional dice sets to buy online.
Yeah. So there's there's the 10-sided, which is used for marking
turn counter
turns, and then there's the 6-sided, which is sometimes used for
random hits
and stuff like that. And these are the most. Most of the dice are these. These are the infrastructure.
Yeah.
They're the most plentiful of the dice. It's not the most dice because this is the other bag of dice. This has all the other colors. There's gray, blue, red, green, and they are the different other types of assets that you have with your company. So the dice are all really, really nice. I really liked earlier we played a game with our game group, and the dice all have a nice solid edge to them. They're really deep, and so they feel very tactile when you're messing with them. And then all the dice have these various numbers. The ones that have the numbers on them, those are actually your money that you're spending. So when you switch throughout the game, you'll switch from these yellow dice, kind of swap out to better dice that have better numbers on them and stuff like that. So there's some really good components here. I'm going to end up doing a review pretty soon, probably within the next couple days. Is there anything you want to tell people about the game?
Keep an eye out for the contest. It's coming up.
Yes, I'm going to be running a contest on Dice Monkey, and you'll get a chance to win Mercs Conflict, and you can choose whether or not you want it signed or not by Andrew. Oh, and then I almost forgot, the inside of the box actually is large enough to hold all your stuff. I know that people are always wondering where they should put all the pieces. So, what pieces would you suggest in the different spots?
In my box, I have 2 boxes mixed together. I put all of my infrastructure in here, and 2 full sets will fit in here, non-stacked. All of the assets, which are the other colors, will fit here, non-stacked, and then all the cardboard will just fit on top. If you pulled the cardboard out and kept it separate as in another pouch, you could probably even double stack and get as much as 8-player dice into here, in the far future.
Yeah, so once there's more factions.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, keep an eye out for the contest. You people on YouTube who aren't following Dice Monkey, go over to dicemonkey.net to keep your eye out for that contest, which should be up pretty soon. We'll be giving that away. So talk to you later, guys. Keep rolling 20s. Bye.